Hey guys, welcome back to Studio 44. Phil Sherman here with part 3 of the live Stadium Extravaganza video to get the queue all cleared out for MLB The Show 25, which is coming to us in just a few short weeks. Not even weeks, right? Less than 2 weeks at this point. Darrell Hector, I combined both your names together. Darrell, hello, sir. Excuse me. Hope everybody have a lovely weekend. I know I had a very fun weekend with you guys last night, showcasing all your amazing stadiums. Wanted to get on earlier today, but I no excuse other than I was lazy. I sat down with some Seinfeld and some KFC, and I just freaking chilled all afternoon. Waited until I had to feed the dog, and then I jumped on, and we'll try to get some stadium show for you. So, we have just about 20. We had a couple new ones come in since then. We will show them up. Dad Bod, what's up, buddy? Seems like it's been a while since we've heard from you. Dad Bod, are you in? Listen, I wanted to close this up yesterday, but do you have any interest in joining the committee to be a judge for the Stadium of the Year contest? I would love to have you on the committee if you're willing. I'm going to send this email out again. If you're interested, Dad Bod. Yes, close. Let's go. If you're interested, send an email to this address. Big number in there. Michael, hello, sir. Been playing some hockey, okay. Well, you're from Canada, right? Hockey's your guys' thing. I remember I did a show up in Niagara Falls when I was still doing stand-up comedy, and I was doing it at this hotel in Niagara Falls, and the guy was nervous that we weren't going to get a big crowd because there was a big game going on. I never got into hockey. I have some really good friends who love hockey, but me, myself, personally, I just couldn't get into it. I tried. I have 2 players on my team. Well, one of them's not on my team anymore, but my ace, his name is Brett Howe. And I think I've mentioned this before. There's a guy who is now on my brother's team who hit a big walk-off home run against him in the World Series. His name is Ryan Hull. Those 2, I stole the name from Brett Hull, the hockey player, when he was big. We played a couple of the NHL. What was the EA Sports NHL game? We played a couple of those back in the day on Sega Genesis. I think Brody plays them on Mallrats, those hockey games. As far as I know, Darrell, I don't know if you still can. But yeah, I know hockey's a big deal up in Canada. Felix, hello. Michael, refresh my memory, man. Do I have your gamer tag? Have I shown Stadium's ears before? Everybody else on here I recognize pretty good. Murph is back. He was with me till 3 o'clock in the morning yesterday. Always appreciate that. Another thing I appreciate, I had a few folks send some or buy some. I don't know how it works. I haven't looked into it yet. But Sewell chipped in with like a $10 chat sticker or something. And then, let's see, who else followed suit? Fresh 1X and Sandman Dan followed suit. So thank you for that, guys. Yeah, the super chat and sticker activities, that money, of course, goes right into supporting the channel. I'm hoping to get some new equipment, new hardware, new software. I need a new green screen because the stupid green screen, it's just a green sheet, so it gets wrinkled. And if you touch it just the wrong way, then there's like a weird little crease in the green screen behind me, so I'm looking to upgrade that too. So yeah, that was a big thank you to all those guys for chipping in. Really appreciate that. Okay, so you said first one ever. Wait, what now? You sent me, what's your first one ever? Please explain. I'm lost here, Michael. While I'm waiting for that, I'll pull up the first stadium we're going to take a look at today. I haven't heard from Texas Eggs. We looked for one yesterday. Sewell said he tried to showcase it on his channel yesterday. Or not yesterday, but in the past, and he couldn't find it either. So we think Texas Ags just forgot to kind of upload it. Schmitty, I think you're up first, buddy, since you're right here. I think we closed with you last night, too. You spit them things out, man. You spit those stadiums out. I'm in the streak right now where I'm documenting all the stadiums, where I've got like a million stadiums from you in a row. Oh, Darrell, I'm sorry to hear that, man. Very sorry to hear that. Ugh, that's never fun. Are you ready for this? My grandmother's boyfriend passed away, like right before we left for our cruise. My grandma, 93, 94, I can't remember exactly, running around with some guy. And sadly, he passed away. He was, I think, 90, 91. So, all right, let's get this going. Let's get this kicking. Mike, I'm still waiting to hear first one ever what? Did you just send me one, or? I don't know. Dad bod. Okay, I put the email right here in the chat. Please send an email to that email address saying that you're in, so I can email you back with the details. We're going to start Wednesday. I'm going to showcase everybody's stadium who either changed or Bayside Park. Okay, you sent that to me. When did I show it? Or is it in the queue right now and I'm about to show it? Oh, I know. Okay. Yeah. So that means that you are... I got this. I'm with you now. I'm on board. There's Any City Park, Landfill 2. Bayside Park. You're Flupo F Plan B to 11 then, right? Fluppo? That's you. Okay, I gotcha. You're in the queue. We'll see you very soon. Right here. Did I catch your DM? No, Murph, I didn't. Should I read it right now? I know you wanted to switch, right? You wanted to go to Black Tower? If anybody else wants to change, now's the time. Today's the last chance to do it. I know I said yesterday, but since I'm here streaming live now, I might as well. Oh, no, send them in, Murph. I'll show them. I'm there. If I get through these, hopefully tonight, then I'll try to do one more regular Stadium Extravaganza video before 25 comes out. But I really don't want to be showing 24 stadiums when 25 comes out. I kind of ran into that last year and feel like I was kind of behind the 8 ball here. All right, Michael, so I got you in. Murph, feel free to send those in. Put them in the queue. Darrell, I'm very sorry to hear about your grandma. Even when, we all got to go, right? But even if you do get to 91 and you accept the fact that, hey, they had a nice long life and as long as and happy as it should be, it's still never easy to lose a family member. So I'm sorry, man. My heart reaches out to you and the family. I thought I saw you comment on the video, Darrell. So I thought you knew, but we decided to restart the contest because of all the controversy that went on. It upset a couple guys, and I get it, but it's just what I felt we had to do. So we have a committee. Great. Dad Bod, just join that committee because you're someone who I wanted from the get-go, Dad Bod, because you never really sent in stadiums. You always just said, hey, here's my vault. Take a look and show anything that you want. So I respect your stadium, so I respect your taste. So yeah, you're perfect. Ooh, a new stadium to check out too. Great. Zach White's back in the house. I think we have a new stadium to see from him. But yeah, okay, we're starting over, so you apparently know. We're going to group 4 people. I think Sewell's got that under control. We're going to group 4 people. The only reason I was hesitant to start with 4 people is because I would have liked to see how the matchups would have gone with the committee as opposed to voting. But we have less than 2 weeks till the new game comes out, so I really want to wrap this up as soon as possible. So we'll definitely be on live Wednesday to show some stuff, whether Sewell's with me or not. Hopefully he is. And if not, then I'll just show the stadiums. I'll send the video to the committee so they can pick, rank each stadium of each group, come up with the most points, and the winners of each group will move on. So with all of that said, let's start checking out some stadiums. And we're going to start with the stadium that we've already seen, but I showed it in that video where I broke down the rule change in the contest. So let's show this stadium right about now. And we have a little feud here. We have a little controversy in Studio 44. One man is on the run on the lam. The other man is hunting him down. And this is the stadium showing who he wants to get a hold of. You're not necessarily going to meet Tiger Shark. I'm going to send you guys an email. I'm going to send you a link to the video to watch where you'll see all the 4 videos grouped together. And then you're going to send me an email back. Like my brother will text me. Dodger Blue might text me because he has my number. But he'll send me, your rankings back to me. And then I will tally up the scores and announce the winners in the next group. Hopefully, again, with Sewell, if we can. So here it is, folks. Schmitty VG, Old Wild West Field 2 in Tombstone, Arizona. Has an altitude of 4,541 feet. Built in 1880, and I love the stadium. I love the fun little rivalry that we have going on. We have Fort Canoe out here beyond the left field home run fence, protecting one and all canoes from the evil PFK Nunn, who way back in the day posted that no canoe sign in his ballpark, right on the water too, So Schmitty wants him in jail, and here's where he will be held for the no canoe policy. I think it should be an illegal policy in this game, seeing how important canoes are to every baseball stadium. But outside of the reward for PFK Nunn, the stadium is a lot of fun with old school bleachers, the train going right through center field behind the batter's eye there and curling around the stadium. Then you got a train station dropping you off right at the stadium. Fun custom bleacher section behind home plate and across from the railroad track. Okay, that's fun. I don't think I noticed that last time we took a look at the stadium. But we showed the stadium right at the end of announcing that we were starting over the contest. And this is how we're going to do it next year, too. If people don't want to be in the contest, they can volunteer to be on the committee. And I'm not just taking anybody on the committee. I want usernames I've seen before, gamer tags I've seen before, people who've been in chats, people who've been in premieres and stuff like that. On Discord with Sewell. I'm ashamed to say that I'm not on Discord as much as I should be. But you guys post all your pictures there a lot, and I like to be surprised when I see them for the first time, so that's part of the reason. But plenty of horses out there, as you would need in the Wild West, with no cars to take you around. But Fort Canoe protecting everyone's right to have a canoe, especially at those water-filled baseball stadiums that we love to make so much. Flip that like switch. Do we have electricity back in 1880? Not sure we did, but hey, this doesn't have to be 1880. It can be the early 1900s. It was just built in 1880. And Tombstone, I think I mentioned this on my Facebook page. I don't know how many of you follow me here. Oh, okay. Schmitty says it's nothing against PFK Nunn. He just wants his no canoe signs. Okay. Durrell will be pissed if they take our canoe signs. I have a second part in the vault. If you like the first, it's called the Detroit Renaissance. Okay. Yeah, send it my way, Michael. Send it into the queue. I'll be happy to show it. So there it is. And then in response to this stadium, we have one from None other than PFK Nunn himself. Let's take a look at that one. So yeah, that's how we're going to do it next year. People who want to be in the committee will, we'll welcome you in. I'll break down. Sewell and I will break down how we want you to judge each round, and then go from there. And then if people want to be in the contest, they can be in the contest. I was thinking about. I don't know if I want to create this extra work for myself, but it could be fun. You guys are always talking about how it's so hard to pick just one stadium. Okay, so what if we were to do the stadium of the year? Okay, like we have been the best stadium of the year. And then what if we were to create a second category of best creator of the year for next year? This way you can send in like your top 3 or whatever stadiums. This way you're grouped, or you're ranked on the group as a whole. And then, you get the best overall creator for that year. It's something to think about. So Schmitty, thank you for Old West Wild West Field 2. Let's get them no canoe signs out of here. All right, we have a Schmitty Stadium up next, but I want to show PFK Nunn's response to that. PFK Nunn, I'm right in the middle of seeing a bunch of amazing. Whoops, what did I do? Forget an H, right? But I'm right smack dab in the middle of documenting a bunch of PFK Nunn stadiums, and they're so good. Including a stadium that has a sign welcoming all canoes, which I showed on the stream yesterday. Why isn't this one showing up? Oh, is there no T in it? All right, let's do it this way. He said he saw Schmitty's Old West Field on Sewell's video. He already had a stadium he was working on, so he thought he would add something special to it just for fun. Home plate entrance is dedicated to Schmitty, the evil and traitorous Schmitty. No canoes, says right there in the notes. Here it is, Schmitty Manhunt Field. Man, I'm very stuffy today. I'm sorry, guys, for the sniffles. So, Schmitty Manhunt Field in Justice, USA. Stadium has an altitude of 100 feet, built in 2025. I love the concourse behind the batter's eye here with the escalator taking you through this multi-leveled fountain showcase. Amazing. Then you got this big marble concourse up top with lights and a Hall of Fame circle that has a fountain in the middle of it. Signs, the games building behind that. Dual scoreboards back here. Then you have some futuristic field level seating. And I like the color that he picked to go with it. With that greenish, turquoise-ish, bluish. And then it's pretty standard around and behind with 2 levels of luxury seating and then the luxury plaza. Contemporary upper deck, and then the big warning to one and all, especially to Schmitty, that canoes are not allowed. All canoes will be seized and sold. And then he's got a canoe with an X right through it to fund the manhunt of the evil Schmitty. And here you see the crane and the backhoes gathering up all the canoes for destruction. What is wrong with you, PFK none? I think I'm going to have to show that other stadium real quick. But I love this design in all seriousness. I like how the upper deck isn't parallel to the bottom decks. It's kind of a sharper angle, a smaller angle to get you out to the outfield. Then you got some standing room only seats or sections in front of the stands out here in right and in left center. Very fun stadium indeed. And then anytime you're looking with the futuristic seats, you got great highlights in the walkways or the stairs. And he picked a great color to go with that. Then he's got the cool Creole dugout and the burgers behind home plate built into the press box and other luxury seating back there. That could have been a thumbnail too. And then I like how he faced off the outside of the stadium too. Looks really cool. Nice job, PFK none. But where did it go wrong? What happened to you where canoes are such an evil thing now? Because let's show another stadium of yours, which I did show. Look at Terrell. Terrell's heartbroken over here. Is my microphone audio choppy? Uh-oh. Dogs fan, hello. I think I have a couple more from you. Is it really cutting out? That's not cool. All right. I have it turned all the way up. Am I just backing away from it too much? Okay, let's take a look at the stadium that earned a stamp for me, earned a Ricky Davis League game for me that I had to reset because I was hitting a ridiculous amount of home runs and I didn't want to, like... This is Catalina Island Aqua Park. It's in Catalina, California. It has an altitude of 1, built in 2025. And you come over here and you look at the dimensions, and it's only 270. And then only 385 in center field. So I was hitting a ton of home runs. So I was like, yeah, I better turn it off. And I think I went on to play some RDL All-Star games in here. I love the stairs over here with the docks. You got the 44 up here. I don't think I noticed that before. Thanks, if that's for me. I shouldn't assume that all 40s are for me. But, Mr. No Canoe, PFK none, what do we have here? Canoes this way, using the X for arrows. And if you come around, we have canoes. So which is it? Is it canoes or no canoes? Mr. PFK none. Sewell, hello. Welcome. You saw the stadium last time we were on together. I just wanted to show it real quick because we have this big canoe controversy when PFK none is guilty of welcoming canoes in his very own parks. So let's now take a look at Schmitty's response with a remix of a park we've all seen far too many times. So this stadium is basically everything wrong with Stadium Creator, and Schmitty wanted to bulldoze it all to the ground. This park was once Stadium Row Complex, and Schmitty brought in some backhoes and some monsters to rip it all to shit. Here's the Hattie Glitch Stadium. The hills are ripped to the ground. The gorilla's holding the sign there. We got a big monster over here with some serious Mitch McConnell neck working. We must vote no. Only one number prop. Yes, and it's in this stupid sign. Very similar to Dadbot, if you're still here, your useless prop stadium. And here's the Schmitty Manhunt sign being ripped apart. And you got like a part Godzilla, part alien dude. Was this thing in Stadium Row? Or is this just another one of the things that you want ripped apart? But here's Schmitty B Gaming Rescue Cop Chopper. He's got a bunch of canoes with dogs in this little basket that's being carried off by this chopper to save all canoes from the evil PFK nun. And then the remnants of the stadium just lurk in the background as it destroys itself. Landfill 2. Excellent work, Schmitty. You got dolls and dinosaur numbers and barrels and crates and road signs. All stuff that should be moved way back on the priority list if you ask most stadium creators. Nice work, Schmitty. Very fun. The field itself looks like it's playable. They put the big dinosaur fence around the chaos, so maybe you can still play as they demolish the rest of the stadium. Let's see. He said in the notes, Remix Stadium that really needed the appropriate renovations for it. Inspired right here by Useless Prop Stadium from Dadbod. And Dadbod guys just signed up to be the final member of the Stadium of the Year, to be on the Stadium of the Year committee. So, Sewell, do we have that all figured out? The 4 groups or the however many groups? And then it turns out, right, the way we had to do it, Murph had to get a couple buys. Is that how it works? Which to me only sounds fair because he won last year. Schmitty, love the stadium, buddy. Very, very fun ideas in there. Oh, I missed it. I put blue walls not together and only one-way signs. Oh, that's right, the one-way signs. Okay, I did show them last time. I remember the one-way signs. Yeah, because we had, it should be 7 groups of 4, right? And then Schmitty gets or Murph gets a bye. Okay, now we can move on to other ballparks. Schmitty's next in the queue, but we already saw 2 from him, so let's mix it up a little bit here, huh? Oh, since he's here, it's pretty close. Let's check out Michael's. I ducked in here real quick after I saw the request. Always happy to show stadiums from New Blood, at least New Blood to Studio 44. And Michael is certainly that, so welcome. Flup of Plan B to 11 is his screen name. And he has Bayside Park. So let's take a look. He said he has a couple more. Feel free to send them my way. Hopefully I'll get to them tonight. If not, I'll record them for one final Stadium Extravaganza later before the new game comes out. But we have Bayside Park in Tampa, Florida, has an altitude of 100 feet, built in 2024. And already, right in dead center field, I see canoes. We have canoes. They hit it here in the little ride. Now that could be fun. You can get freaking launched right onto the stadium. Water coming in from the bay right into the stadium with more canoes. Double-decker around the outfield. Excellent. With the luxury plaza area right around the corner here. I like this little concourse, giving the stadium that built in the ground or dug into the ground look. Excellent parking lots and big concession area out here. Excellent. Hall of Fame circles. I like how this little deck or dock or whatever you want to call it jolts back, and then it comes rounded out here for the Hall of Fame circle. That's pretty cool. Then you got some shops in here as part of that little plaza. Then you got a wiffle ball field out here in the corner. Nice, Michael. Or flip of plan. I'll get that down eventually, sir. Flip that light switch on. That could have been a thumbnail, too. That looks cool, the way they're jolted out on the third and first base paths. Very fun. 2 wiffle ball fields on each corner. Very symmetrical in general. But that ride, man. If you watch these on YouTube or whatever, TikTok, Instagram, whoever has those shorts, they show video of those people, and they're always just like passing out. I like the dude. Have you ever seen him? It's one of those rides where you start high and they just drop you. He's like looking at the controls. He gets everybody buckled in, and then he looks at the controls and he's like, oh no, I'm supposed to have the shoulder straps on. Where are the shoulder straps? Hold on. He hits the button, then he walks over, and the people think that he has to have shoulder straps put on him, and they just drop. And they're scared out of their mind because they're expecting these shoulder straps on them. It's evil, but it's funny as shit. Michael, I like it. I like the bridge in the background as well. Oh, and that's lit up back there, too. I see the lights now. The wiffle ball field's lit up. Ooh, the little playground on both sides. Fun. All right. Excellent work, sir. That's a good shot right there. That could be a thumbnail. All righty. Bada bing, bada boom. All right. Barnstormers. Have we heard from Texas Eggs yet? Let's do this one next. Oh, look at this one. Costco. Great Scott, 18660, or Scotty Warren has a new stadium for us. He says, this will most likely be the last stadium I send you until the new game comes out in a couple weeks. His first real attempt at using the futuristic stands. It's the mothership in Area 51, Nevada, max altitude, built in 2050. It's about 25 years from now. Got inspiration from Sluggish Moth's The Bull Ring, and the stadium that you showcased not too long ago with the neon ring, projectors in the outfield. I think he's talking about Fresh One X's. Thought it was the Abyss. Yep, but maybe by Fresh One X. Yes, it's definitely him. Turned out pretty well. And then he suggested pretty much what I just said. He thinks next year for the Stadium of the Year contest, have people start thinking about the stadiums they want to submit, and also ask if anyone who would want to be on the committee. And I think that's what we're going to go for next year. So, all right. Let's dive into this stadium. The Mothership, a futuristic build from Scotty Warren. Oh, I like how these kind of overlap. They kind of jolt out up here, and then they slide under and stick out over here. And then the same thing on each level. That's fun. Then he's got the futuristic barricade. That'll be nice highlights. Excellent. And there's stuff going on in behind here. He says his last stadium of the 24 version of the game. I think I already made mine. I don't know if I'll have time to make one. Wow, very, very clean with the circular roof. That's going to look cool with the lights on. Let's do that while we're here. Yeah. That's fantastic. Damn it, that could be a thumbnail too. Beautiful. Yep, he's got the little ring sticking out for that cool effect when the lights are on. Excellent. And then there's the abyss he was talking about from Fresh 1X. Seems to be a popular move from him. Oh, that's funky when you go around the way it kind of shifts. The shadow or the light or whatever is doing that. Fun. He's got the silver seats. Excellent. Great Scotty Warren. Yeah, see all that woo, 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 woo with the lights on. Funky. Great work, sir. Wablammo. Big scoreboard way up top, and then the two big guys down here, two futuristic concession stand and futuristic seats, and a dog hanging out on top. My dog does that all the time. I think most dogs do that. He talked to me. You want a friend? You want to see Dixie? You want to see a friend? You want to see Grandma? Good old Chuck. Very fun. So, yeah, the question is, can you get the ball up here? Not sure if you can. Let's see. 343, yeah. Maybe in a home run derby. In a game, I don't think many balls are going up there. But I like how this is closed off as opposed to being able to sneak underneath the stands up here. I think that looks cool. Any stadium from Scotty is going to be good. We know that. Yeah, those outfield decks, they're a lot of fun. The way they jolt in and back and out and excellent. And then I can't get over this outside shot. If I do a part 4 of this, I'll have to use that for the thumbnail. I'll take the picture of it right now. Boom. I've been using this lately. It works better than taking it off my editing thing. Nice work, Scotty. Loved it. The Mothership from Great Scott 18660. No, we have another legend coming up. One of the most shown creators right here in Studio 44. I'm going to have those exact numbers soon. I'm getting close. Oh, there's Scotty. Hey, buddy. Michael says he has another stadium for us to check out. We'll get there. Steven, hello. We'll probably get to your stadium again today. Gin and Juice Stadium. Let's take a look at the thumbnail. Well, that's nothing special. Oh, look at this one. Should I go in, fellas? Take a look. Deep dive. Whoops. I'll take an O, Pat. I think we all know and love this guy. Sandman Dan gives us Community Field in ABC, located in XYZ, altitude of 100 feet, built in 2024. Oh, he took multiple sides of the... Oh, that's a great idea. Created like a waffle effect in here, or a pie crust, with the window sticking out and the murals on each side, and then people hanging out in the top deck. Excellent. Art house in the middle of right field. Art house. Oh, I like this little deck that sticks out over this concourse. Fun. Bulk Bark Eats built right into the wall. Excellent, Dan. Some Wrigley buildings, more buildings with balconies. Hot air balloon with canoes for the basket in Studio 44 tier. Oh, man. Thanks, Dan. Then you got a ramp taking you up the hill to this building here, where there's another party area up here with some laser ribbon. Oh, I never noticed this before, this baseball field. Pretty funky seating. He likes to use this entrance. This is a cool structure. I like it. It does work well as an entrance, especially from like a bay or a port or a dock, whatever. Bleacher seating right along the base paths and behind home plate. The Foul Ball Kitchen. Community field. Parking garage with a statue up there. Fun. Here's his custom trademark. Grass patch triangles with the trees in them. I borrow that look quite a bit now. Did a great job of hiding the green in this fountain here. The waterfall looks really nice. Nice, Dan. Oh, and then he's got the sausage stand built into the home run deck and the scoreboard walk on top of that. Awesome. Dan's got creative ideas. This whole right field with the escalator and this deck that's jolting out, that's fun. Be hard for them to get a home run ball. You got a small window where the ball can get in there. Now, what does he have? Oh, it's just the fence, right? Yeah, just overlapping. I had thought it was just a table I saw in the back. And we saw yesterday, I can't remember who it was, used the pinwheel for a fence. I really like that. There's only so many circumstances you can use it, though, because there's a lot that you'd have to hide from underneath. But it certainly worked in the circumstance that he used yesterday. Wow, this is a great build, Dan. I love this one. I like the curved deck and left, too, with the stairs coming down. Using those big Pittsburgh lights, I guess that's where they're from. This is the deck I was talking about that curves out. Using the stairs. Beautiful. Oh, there you go, Sewell. This jet's bringing down the the air message or the air, whatever they're called. The air flyers. Has anybody seen what's the movie? The Solomon Brothers movie. Is that what it's called? Solomon Brothers? We shouldn't have to deal with rounded corners. I agree. I'm obsessed with getting better with the corners this year. I want to make a Shaq Stadium now that you brought him up yesterday. I fucking love Shaq. Shaq is the man. J.J. Allen, hello. A name I don't recognize. I'm sorry. I always get excited when I see new blood. Thank you for joining. Have I shown a stadium of yours before, sir? Sorry, just looking through some of the comments real quick. Yeah, great work as always, Sandman Dan. Always very fun stuff. Oh, I like this out here too. There you go. There's another little batting practice session going on out here with some statues. Nice. Community field. From Sandman Dan. I'm not sure if I have more from him or not. But that's a great one. I like the ramps too over here. Nice work, Dan. Love it. Arch back in the house. We have some stadiums from you to see as well, sir. Excuse me. Triple A Field in the small community. Check out Phil and Sewell advertising their channel in the air. Brother Solomon. That's the name of the movie, right? It's not by any means a good movie, but you'll get some chuckles out of it. Yes, The Brother Solomon, 2007. Will Arnett and Will Forte, very funny. They're very two eccentric, socially awkward guys who grew up in, like, the North Pole because their father was this genius doing all these experiments, so they were homeschooled, and their mother died young, and their dad was sick and almost died, but they think he's holding on because he wants a grandchild. So they have to do their best to get a grandchild. And they use the air message at the end to find the girl. Taco Bell. I'm not a big Taco Bell guy. Did a stadium a while back that's outdated. Currently redoing the whole thing to bring the fences in and add home run targets. Also go by the name Johnny Woo. Okay, that looks familiar. All right. All right. Tiger Shark, you're up next, sir. I think you were in here, right? Are you still here? No comments on the stadium, so feel free to text in the chat box. Let us know what gave you the idea for the stadium, anything like that we should be paying attention for. And then next up is going to be Ranger Man 226490 or Zach White. You might recognize him in the chat over here. I did, Braves fan. I showed it last night. I loved it. But I have some more from you, I think, so I'll show them. I showed it after you left last night. Okay, Tiger Shark, what do we got here? Nice, big, wide open area. Oh, wow. This gives me, there's this big soccer complex down the road from my house where it's just all soccer fields and everybody's parking in the grass. That looks cool. I don't know why that is. There's a place I used to play softball, too, where you used to drive up this terribly, I guess you used to say poorly graveled driveway, and you almost need a freaking tank or a all-terrain vehicle to get up there without causing serious damage to your car, and we all parked in the grass. So that's cool. That's just so nostalgic to me, parking in the grass for a ball game. And then you got a farm right nearby. Very nice. And then I'm guessing that's I-70. It's pretty simple, but like I said, it's making me nostalgic. I-70 field. Fans are chilling out in the grass. Then you got random bleachers all over the place. Small light poles. Man, I wish I could play baseball this year. I just don't think the knee will hold up. Maybe next year. I want to do one more year. But I just don't think it's this year, especially after that little dance I showed you guys on karaoke. It did me in for like a day and a half. And now it's like kind of on and off like it was not long after surgery. But before the dance, it was feeling so good. But losing more weight will help. And I got to get more exercise on it. And then there's like the little building here where maybe there's a public address announcer or they can keep score. Fun. Again, it's simple. There's really not much to talk about on it, but it gives me that feeling. Tiger Shark says, so on my way to Nashville, we took I-70 most of the time. Okay. Was there a stadium that you ran into that looked like this? Oh my God, cheese curds. You want to talk about good cheese curds? Buffalo Wild Wings has amazing cheese curds. Okay, so it's just a custom stadium. Awesome. All right, well, I don't know what else to say about the stadium other than it gives me that Little League vibe or high school vibe, everybody parking in the grass. I love that idea. I don't know why I love it so much, but it was a cool idea. And then there's the road that brings you in and a little farm nearby. I like it, Tiger Shark. Thanks, man. We might have more from you. Oh, your high school ballpark? Yeah. Has anybody had Buffalo Wild Wings cheese curds before? They're really good. Oh, shit. I should have been recording this whole thing. Damn it. I'll have to just download it and edit it. All right, who's up next here? Whoops. Got rid of the wrong thing. Google form. Here we go. Oh, yes. It was, well, hold on. I'm going to hold off on that one. Oh, this is the contest anyway. Here we go. Holy shit, it's almost 8 o'clock. I haven't heard from my wife yet. There he is, Ranger Man 226490 or Zach White. Bringing us another stadium. This is Collins Training Complex. He says this is the last build in 24 for me. The next new ballpark after this will be from 25 since it's spring training. Thought about a whole complex of fields surrounding the ballpark in a sort of suburban area. There's a custom press box behind home plate as well. All right, let's dive in. I like center field being on the hill and then everything being built right into the hill. And we have a fountain with a canoe. We have a canoe, and there's another canoe. Excellent. Old school batter's eye, even though it's a newer prop. A bunch of steam stack thingies from Cincinnati sticking out. Fun. Had the here signs and fan decks and out-of-town scoreboards. Another fun little waterfall in the corner. That's cool. And a little gas pump. Okay. It's the home run pump with fancy seating in there. Old school field level and plaza level seating with a little luxury box on top. Yeah, definitely a spring training vibe. There's the custom press box he was talking about, using this guy and facing it off with the shipping containers. And then the bottom closed off with the brick. Nice. There we go. Now we're talking. Yep, and there's one of the backfields with some small seating to check out what's going on here. So this year, the Rays have to pay to build something like this for the Yankees. I think it's the Tampa Tarpons. Have you ever seen a tarpon, by the way? I saw them in Fort Lauderdale. They're fucking huge. They're like this freaking big. Yeah, a bunch of them were swimming up to this restaurant we were having lunch in before we got on the ship. But yeah, the Yankees have to use, the Tampa Tarpons have to use one of these for the minor league home games this year because the Rays are using Steinbrenner Field. This is great. Wow. A lot of detail went into some of these. Closing off the top of them. Nice. Little parking lots. And a little ramp. And then there's the football stadium nearby, too, which has a bunch of seats filled in. People watching the game. Excellent. This could be Tampa because I don't know the name of the stadium, so I apologize, but the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. If this is Steinbrenner Field, the Bucks play over here. I was wondering if they could turn that into a baseball stadium somehow. I mean, they've done it with a million other football stadiums. Use that for the Rays for the next 3 years. At least you can fit more people in it. But I know the Rays, or the county's upset that the Rays chose a place that's not in the original county. I can't remember the name of the county, but it's a whole big fucking mess. And I heard someone's in negotiations to buy the Rays, which I think would be best for the game. It seems too good to be true, so maybe it's not really happening. But I don't know, that whole A's or Rays thing. A's, it keeps looking like they're going to be handled, although I know Oakland people aren't happy about it. Zach, this is an awesome complex. I love all the work done to these little side fields. I think any team would be more than happy with this facility for spring training. Facility. That's like Dan Aykroyd's favorite word. Facility. This facility is for catching ghosts. I've never done a Dan Aykroyd. Nice work. That's fantastic. Turn the lights on. Another one of those creators who does an awesome job facing off the outside of their stadium, too. Yeah, there's another thumbnail for you. See if he has anything to say. Is he still here? Oh, no. Did we lose Zach? He was here at one point, right? KFC has the best chicken nuggets. Mark Stevens, hello. Raymond James. Oh, was that the name of the Tampa Bay Stadium? I agree with you, Mark. It would be nice. But my hope for you guys is rebrand the A's, turn them into something else, and then give us a Cleveland Browns situation with an expansion team in Oakland and turn them back into the A's. Oh, okay. There's Zach. Great. Chick-fil-A does have some good chicken, but I'm happy enough with KFC. I had KFC for lunch today. So good. My wife got sick last time. We had KFC together, so it'll be a while before she can eat KFC. So I figured today would be a good day to have KFC without her. Listen, I had chicken tenders and chicken nuggets. Yeah, I'm pulling for you, Mark. It's I couldn't imagine my team being ripped away from my city like that. So, wow, Zach White, amazing. I love this. Is that the last we see of Zach until March 14th? Is that early release? I think so, right? All right, this gentleman just joined us. Why not show a stadium from him? I think he's still here. Hopefully he's still here. There's one reason I know this stadium. Ladies and gentlemen, another creation from the man, the myth, the legend, Archmage Kemish. Arlington Stadium, built in 1985. I'm sorry, built in 1964. This is Arlington Stadium as it was in 1985. It's in Arlington, Texas, has an altitude of 591 feet. The reason I know the stadium so much is because I think Don Mattingly, when he hit the consecutive games, I think he hit home runs 7 and 8 in the stadium, and he hit an oppo shot that just went in between the seats and the home run fence, going opposite field. But yeah, this stadium was very Milwaukee, Cleveland, old Comiskey, with the bowl style seating all the way around. But that's the only reason I remember highlights from the stadium. Is this the stadium that Nolan Ryan beat the shit out of Robin Ventura in? Or was that in Chicago? I was pretty sure Nolan Ryan was wearing a home jersey, but I could be wrong. Now, what do we have up here? Is this all shipping containers? Oh, okay. Arch finds a way. Yes. Not nature. Yes, not Mother Nature. Yes. Arch. Arch has a way of finding a way to make things happen. Yes. Look at all this detail going on out here. Amazing. I can't believe how fast they went through stadiums. These guys and the Braves, like 3 different stadiums in a 30-year span. Look at that. That's gorgeous. How am I doing, Sewell, on my camera work? Is that good? They never played football in here, too, did they? Dallas is a big enough team where they probably had to have their own stadium all the time. Now, was this located where all the other stadiums are? Because I know Texas, the ballpark at Arlington and the new one, they're like right across the street from each other, right? They could share a parking lot. But he's got all the signs up there. Had to make some custom signs. Enjoy Coca-Cola. I will. Thank you. Arch again doing a great job of rounding off the outside of the home run fence. The outside of the home run fence. Unbelievable detail in this. Did they use this in ATG? Seems like small lights for a big league park. But the stadium's sure well lit. Let's see. Yep, Nolan Ryan's wearing a Texas Rangers. He's wearing a home uniform. Nolan Ryan just grabs a hold of his head and starts decking him. It's terrible. Why did he even charge the mound? Oh my God. It was at this time he knew he fucked up. Oh my dear Lord. I think they did play football here, didn't they? Oh, I don't know. Sewell says I'm convinced Arch cheats at Stadium Creator somehow. I like Texas Roadhouse. Do you guys have Texas Roadhouses? We had one get shut down for a while because of rodents. But any place where I can go and get a steak and rib combo dinner, I'm freaking in. If SDS should hire anyone, it's Arch. I think they did play football there. Arch says he's an SDS spy. I don't know about the others, but the Braves won't be leaving Truist for a long time at least. Yeah, I would hope so. It's a nice ballpark now. I've never been, obviously, but yes, they did play football. UT. Sorry, that's not pleasant to listen to. UT Arlington used it in the 70s for football. The ballpark in Arlington would have been beyond right field in this ballpark. Oh, okay. All right. So then this is where Globe Life is now, right? I thought about moving to Texas, would give it a shot if I could find a job that paid well enough. Arch and Murph, the pro at using props the way we can't think of. Texas Roadhouse is so good, Sewell. Yeah, they have a ribeye and ribs. That's like one of my favorite restaurants, and it's reasonably priced too. Used to be able to get ribs as a combo with a steak at Longhorn Steakhouse too. Do you guys have Longhorn Steakhouses? That place is amazing. Arch, that's a beautiful shot. Clearly a great representation of that field in Arlington. Like I said, I don't remember it super well, but I've watched the home runs by Mattingly in this park quite a bit, so I have seen highlights here. And Rob Ventura definitely got his ass kicked in this stadium, so... All right, moving on. I just can't get over all this detail with these different little concourse pieces sticking out in the ramps and making different windows. And he had to extend the light towers, so he used the cell phone towers. Excellent. Gaming Kitchen is also very good at this kind of thing. Gaming Kitchen has some amazing recreations too. Baltimore guy. Oh, I love Longhorn. There's a hibachi place near my house, and I heard a Longhorns going in near here where Chicago Uno Pizzeria just closed. But Longhorn Steakhouse is a go-to for us for a celebration. Like for my birthday in a couple weeks, we might go to Longhorn. So Arch giving credit to Game and Kitchen back in the day, learning a lot of this from him. Okay, who's up next? We're whittling it down here, fellas. And then hopefully I can concentrate. I mean, if I get enough stadium requests, I'll do it. But we can concentrate on getting the contest over with. And then turn to the show 25. Arlington Stadium, 1985, from Archmage. Thank you, sir. Next up is Arch again. Let's see if we can find some new blood in here. All right. Steven, are you still here? You got the new one uploaded here, buddy? You're up next. I know he said hello earlier. Phil's turning 73. What? Not quite, dude. I'm on the wrong side of 45. 46, Mark. I turned 46 in March on the 19th. All right, Steve's Park 2025. I think that's the one he sent me. It's the newest one, right? Page 1 of 1. He's only got one page of stadiums? That doesn't seem right. Oh, because I don't have Stephen K. 3001. I just have Steve. Okay. But yeah, he had like Queens Park and Mets, I think. So, all right. Man, he looks great for an AARP recipient. Not that I know of. Studio 46. Or according to Sewell Studio, what was it, 73? Could you imagine? Oh, Darrell, he sent his next stadium in. Big impact. Oh, I love this over here. Look at this great handicap ramp. I can get my wheelchair up there, no sweat. I love that the speakers don't play too loud. Okay, so this is the stadium we just looked at. He said he upgraded some things. I apologize, Steven. I don't remember what they were. If you're still here, I'd love some notes on what you did. There he is. Okay. What's new on this one, buddy? Point it out to me. I like to think I got my dad's youth baby face. My dad's like 71. You'd think he was like 55. Oh, no, my dad's 76. He's exactly 30 years older than me. Senior Park. Outside of the stadium, closed off with the one apartment building. I do like that wall. I think Murph used that wall in the stadium I ran into by accident in a great way. I can't remember exactly. Bleachers in left field. Okay. Don't see any bleachers over here. I see stands. I see an old school warehouse building with the steam stack on top. That's a fun look. Using the San Francisco Batter's Eye and the fan stairs. Fun. Bunch of restaurants in the lazy river. Up a lazy river by the old mill run. The lazy river in the moon day sun. Bobby Darin? Anybody? You're cleaning things up around and behind, Steven. This looks great back here. I'm so sorry for the throat clearing and the sniffling. This thing just wants to linger on me. Whoops, I meant right. Okay, so are you talking about these guys? The double decker out here? Can you reach the upper deck? That's the question. How deep is it over here? 344. Yeah, so that's a poke. That's a poke. I like the flags and the scoreboard. Always a good look. Extra field out and right. Bunch of buildings to add to the skyline. Always fun. The Ferris wheel is always nice, especially at night. Hitting balls into left field and seeing that in the background has got to be nice. Oh, I didn't realize this thing lit up so much too. Cool. Anything else, Steven? I like the big scoreboard in left, resting right on the ground. Hitting the ball into these little trees. This gives me a Zelda vibe too. We're getting to the point where it might be time to just move on and beat it. We've been doing a lot of side quests in Breath of the Wild. Getting some shrines, getting some armor. I'm ready to take on Ganon, whoop his ass. And then I want to move on to Star Wars Outlaws. I hear there's another update out today, is it? I want to give that a shot. I think my wife and I might have fun playing that together, too. Yes. To Obi Sewell, do you listen? You got 15%. Fill some of these holes. You got some gaps right here and right here. Add some concourse, add a deck. You know, maybe some restaurant seating or something. Use that space up when you got it. Big parking lot. The game's in the back. Yeah, you're getting there, Steven. You're getting there. Custom bullpen right side and custom bullpen behind the bushes. Okay. I think that was in the last one. All right, Steven. Keep working on them, bro. You're getting there. Film I finished park never loaded, just added it now. Okay, that's with the notes. Yes. All right, we got like 16 stadiums left in the queue. Got a new one from Jace Chiff. Got the new one from Flip of Plan, or Michael. There's another Murph, another Murph, another Murph. Obituary Turtle, Mark Stevens. Here we go. This is what we're checking out next. Let's go. Whoops, what am I doing? I want the name of the stadium. Chuck, what you doing out there, buddy? You got to go potty? Prohibition Park. From Obituary Turtle. Says he had a lot of fun building this one, putting the finishes touching on during the live stream. Live Stadium Extravaganza. Wanted to build a much longer park than I usually do. Typically leave the outfield pretty low. A little bit about me. You may find it. Can I read this, Mark? Is that okay? Or at least for my eyes only. I don't think I have had it for a while, Sewell, to be honest. Okay. Prohibition Park in Chicago, Illinois. Perfect place for that. Altitude of 100 feet, built in 1920. Love this is great up here with the newer batter's eye, the big brick batter's eye, and then behind it, just this big, empty, dark, well, not really empty, but you know what I mean? What is all this? Is this like a scoreboard? Yep, okay. It's the base of a scoreboard. That's a cool look. Great old school look. And then with the seats stopping, so there's that space behind the batter's eye. Excellent. Nice old school frame for the newer scoreboard. This is giving me Fresh 1X vibes, this stadium, with just layer, like right on top of each other. A lot going on. This is amazing right here. What are all these? Oh. Fantastic. Just having that tiny little light stick out. Mark Stevens, where the hell have you been all this time, dude? I freaking love it. This is my kind of stadium. Everything jam-packed in a nice, small, tight... So many different layers. I like the little green stripe. Okay. Just how the hell did you do that? Oh, it's just a sign in there. And then the little green pat. Very symmetrical still. I agree, Zach. See, next year, I think we got to do February. Give you guys time to finish off some of these stadiums. I think December's too early. I've seen so many stadiums that were Stadium of the Year quality that came in too late. And then all these concessions that line the top of the upper deck, out freaking standing. Absolutely beautiful. And then great work on the outside of the stadium as well. Using the castle building for most of the facing off. Mixed in is the industrial building. Where's this one located again? Oh, Chicago. Okay. Wow. Yeah, this stadium, Fresh 1X, Arch, Texas Eggs, and Sluggish Moth all mixed into one. Freaking amazing. Perfect old school vibe, you know, with the fact that there's only 36,000 seats in it. Did I turn the lights on yet? I want to see how those little light bulbs look sticking out. That's a cool idea. I wonder what the odds are of popping one of those things in a game. This whole corner looks fantastic. Using the entrance to the bathroom. So good, dude. So good. So good. So good. So good. Then a great entrance to the stadium in here. Prohibition Park. I don't know what else to say with this. Oh, thanks, Darrell. Big Mac with the brick. Yep, Sluggish Moth. Mark, it's amazing, dude. Can I read some of this stuff? Or did you just intend it for me to see in the back? Where is it? Okay. Definitely respect that. $20 to $25 games a year, he says. He used to go to the Oakland Coliseum. I think I would go to that many games if I lived that close to Yankee Stadium. I go to a lot of Red Wing games, but it's just not the same when you don't know all the players that well. We've seen a lot of players there, Byron Buxton and Mauer and Morneau and Garrett Jones and, of course, a lot of the Yankee guys. It was fun to see Garrett Cole pitch there and, a couple other guys make minor league starts. George Springer made a rehab start for the Bisons when they came to town, and he got booed out of the place. People were chanting, "Trash can." All right, so he said he's going to 20, 25 games a year. He said he saw his son playing the game, and he's like, wait, what the heck is this? And his son told him you can build your own stadium in the show, and he's like, let me see this thing. Says he doesn't know who he discovered first, me or Sewell, but he's sure glad he did. He's an artist, a musician, fascinated with the creative process, loves baseball, loves building, crafting, creating. So, yeah, this is right up your alley. Watching you guys build and showcase other builds fuels my brain and inspires me. You guys have an honest passion for this platform, and you both do such a great job with your channels. I have a ton of respect for your commitment and time you put into them. Well, thank you for saying that, Mark. I'm so glad that people enjoy this. I never thought it would even get to this extent. To think it could even get bigger is just beyond me. You might say that I have a perfect judge for your committee. This is the only game I know, the only game I play. I love baseball and artistic aptitude. I am honored to be part of the committee year to give my feedback and help select a rightful winner. I have a long way to go. Long way to go? This thing is better than anything I've ever built. I mean, I know that's not saying much, but I'm eager to give my feedback and help select the rightful winner. I have a long way to go, but next year, I hope to have a stadium worthy of the contest. I think you've had plenty worthy of the contest. Just thinks we'd be losing a good judge. But, hey, these stadiums deserve to be judged for the Stadium of the Year, if you ask me. He'll hop on and play some Madden with his son, but that's the extent of his gaming. Lots of hobbies with art and music, not computers and video games. See, that's why I always liked my generation. Are you my age, Mark? I'm a Gen Xer. I'm just at the toppy end of Gen X. And we were a generation where, video games hit big with Nintendo in '85 when I was like 6 years old. So we grew up with Nintendo, but at the same time, we're still outside playing wiffle ball and baseball and football and basketball. I mean, you guys have seen the highlights. I've showed the highlights before. So, yeah, you're about my age, Mark. Class of what, 95? 94? But, yeah, so I'm young enough to, I mean, obviously I'm not at like Sewell's level with the computers and the streaming and all that stuff, but I still have a basic knowledge of a lot of this stuff, growing up with it. And the internet hit big when I was like a junior or senior in high school. Okay, no sweat, Sewell. Just let me know when we can do it, and I'm in. Mondays and Tuesdays and Wednesdays are best for me, but I can make it work whenever you need me to. So, class of 95. Okay. I think my brother was 93. Class of 93. But yeah, so to have that good mix of still playing outside and still like playing spotlight at night, and instead of being on a cell phone all day and stuff like that, I still watch movies and TV shows, but I mean, the way my house was set up, I remember playing Ricky Davis games on Baseball Stars with the old Batman TV show reruns on Nickelodeon in the other room, so I could watch that. Or if it's late, we're watching David Letterman in the other room while we're playing Ricky Davis League games or NBA Live 95 or something like that. So, all right, hold on. I'm going to put you guys on mute. I got to answer the wife real quick. Okay, sorry. Class of 93. Okay, so you're my brother's age. So, yeah, I'm sorry. I'm way off track. Mark, you're already Stadium of the Year worthy, if you ask me. That thing is a piece of art. Very garden. Was it garden something? Fresh One X that blew everyone's minds away. All right. So, yeah, Sewell, let me know what day. Michael, I got your new stadium. I'll bust that one in there soon. Dad Bod, do you have a stadium in right now? Let's take a look at your stadium. We haven't seen one from you in a long time. Is it in the queue? Let's get down here again. More from Arch. Here, I saw Skater Boy. Are you still in here? We can do one of yours next. Andrew Silva, right? WestJet Stadium. Okay, that name sounds familiar. I think I may have showed it before, unless you have a new version of it. But I'll show that one next. Andrew Silva's up under Spanky McSlappy. Here's Malone Park from Skater 3 Boy. Probably gonna duck off here in a minute, fellas. I kind of like it because it'll force me to shorten the length of the video, and I can. How long have I been streaming? It doesn't. Oh, an hour and a half. Okay, so that will kind of force me to edit this one down and turn it into more parts, and that way, hopefully, it'll be seen more down the road. Malone Park in Great Falls, Montana. Is that MT? 3,330 feet, built in 2024. Montana. I'm sorry, that's probably one state I'll never visit. Montana. South Park movie, anybody? From Skater 3 Boy. Wow. This looks like it could be a real ballpark. That's fantastic. You got the custom bullpen, the quirky dimensions over here in right. You got the little cage. And then there's the custom bullpen, the 2 decks with concessions right up on top. Very, very clean. I like this little deck here in the corner with what looks like it could be a broadcast booth for like pre and post game at the All-Star game or the World Series or Home Run Derby or whatever. Nice little kiosk out here. You got the little lights. Nice work, sir. I love this too. The concourse behind the batter's eye. Is this a scoreboard or a sign? Scoreboard. And then what are we using down here? Okay. Just to give it a little bit more of a pattern, or is this supposed to be like a garage door? Nice. I like the roofed-in area. A little counter. That's great. Nice work. This is a great way to front, face off the stadium or this wall, and B, it gives these guys a railing, so they're not plummeting to their death. And then all the the signage underneath the scoreboard, fantastic. The loft. Another great little corner. This is outstanding, dude. You guys suck. This is another Stadium of the Year candidate. I truly would consider this one. So clean, so realistic, so good. I wish I would have kept some, Durrell. I did just buy a Wii because I want to play the old Rogue Squadron games, and you can play GameCube games in there. I have 2 controllers. And I have my Switch, and I have my PlayStation 4. But a lot of times I end up trading them in to upgrade just to get a little bit, more financial help for the next system. Dude, this is outstanding. Andrew Silva, Skater 3 boy. Fantastic. So I'll tell you what, fellas. I think I'll show dad bods. Andrew says he uses them for Diamond Dynasty, grind, realism, also for player entrance down the right field line. Oh, is that what this is? Okay. Oh, yeah. Oh, and there's little concessions. Nice. Have you ever thought, like I always thought about games like Mario Maker and this, where you can create your own thing. Do you think, like, the people who create these tools go in and see some of the stuff that you guys build and they're like, fucking wow, I had no idea people would think of this, or that's not what I intended this for, but great idea. I would sure hope so. I know if I created a tool like this, I would want to see feedback, and I would want to see people use it and what they came up with. But if they don't, it just makes me think that it's not a baseball guy who is, in fact, working on this tool, or baseball guys. And that's what we need on this tool. I just can't understand why they thought it would be a good idea to have the bullpens on the field. It's mind-boggling to me. But we'll see. Frankie Q is in the house. Hello, sir. Yeah, I stamped it right. Fantastic work. Arch, they see any of the stadium stuff at all. Only their money maker DD. Yeah, it's a damn shame. This is outstanding, the stadium. I feel it. Oh, Big Mac. Hey, man. When did you join us? Sluggish Moth. Seems like it's been a while since I've had a stadium from you. But again, I've said this over and over again. At least they have given us the patches, and they've given us the. First of all, they revamped the entire tool from the first version to the second, and it stayed the same until now. But the franchise mode, the uniform creators, and all that shit has gone untouched from day one. So my biggest fear of that happening to this tool has been relieved a little bit, because they have given us new props. They have given us, the themed packages and stuff like that. So it really makes me think that they're not going to continue to ignore it. I wish they would upgrade it to the extent that we would like it upgraded, but at least we're getting the new props. And that's better than nothing. That's better than what we've gotten for the franchise mode stuff. I think I have one in the queue, but I've kind of slowed it a bit lately. Yeah, I understand that definitely, Big Mac, because, with a new game coming out, you want to save new ideas for potential new props and, new videos and stuff like that. So I definitely get that. Doug, I have a stadium for you. Doug, I've tried, man. I've tried. Believe me, I've tried. And I got quite a few people, thanks to Sewell and Arch. They let me post their stuff on ATG's Discord and Sewell's Discord. I made a whole big list when I was out for my knee. I typed a whole big monster thing, and I wanted everybody to put a ticket in so that as many people for them to see, oh, here's Jace Chiff. I'm with you, Jace. I think I would want the bullpens off the field first. That's first and foremost. And the very, very next thing that needs to come is home run distances on the walls. High school stadiums have it, for Christ's sake. There's not a single major league ballpark that doesn't show you at least a lot of nooks and crannies what the distances are on the fence. It's so frustrating not knowing and having to do it yourself with the shittiest prop in the freaking world, or flipping around letters to try to create numbers in creative ways. Such bullshit. Fix it, for crying out loud. I'm sorry. Oh, let's show Dad Bod Stadium. So I'm going to take a break for dinner when the wife gets home, and then I'll probably hop back on and hopefully finish this up tonight. If not, if Sewell and I aren't getting together Tuesday, I can show more Tuesday. The size of the bleacher props, seated stands, I agree with all those things. Thanks, Arch. I do get passionate about this thing, and I feel weird about it because I spend so much time in this prop, in this tool, in this game. So much of my free time is devoted to this. And I just don't think we're asking for things that are that unreasonable. Dad Bod, what was the name of that stadium? Are you still here? Something Jet? WestJet. Have you worked on a new one? Because I'm pretty sure I've shown a version of this. Maybe even played an RDL Legends game in here. I love your stuff, Dad Bod. I have a dad bod. I'm not even a dad. I agree, Jace. So many tiny little things. The numbers on the home run fence, the smaller stands, the numbers, give us numbers, take the bullpens off the field. And this prop is perfect. This tool, this game is almost perfect. WestJet, okay. Oh, yeah. No, I never showed this one. This looks amazing already. You're from Canada, right, Dad Bod? Where from Canada? Arch is a fellow Canadian, right? WestJet Stadium in Calgary, AB. That's like their state, right? They have provinces. Altitude of 4,250 feet, built in 2024. Spent a lot of time in Canada. I did some comedy in Niagara Falls. Went to Toronto on my honeymoon. Been to countless games at Rogers Center / Skydome. My first Major League Baseball game ever was at Exhibition Stadium, 1985. Yankees Blue Jays. The Blue Jays beat the Yankees 5-1 to clinch the American League East crown at that first baseball game I ever went to. Alberta. Okay. My brother went to Calgary, and he loved it. They flew to Seattle, took a train up to Calgary, and I think that's where they got on the ship for their Alaskan cruise, and he said he liked Calgary better than Seattle. WestJet Stadium. I love the rocks in center field, the bear in the middle. Dad Bod's builds are always so clean. Very different from a lot of your stuff, too. A great waterfall in here. I like how you only see it from the left, and then the water, trickles in over here to the right. And then you got a deck up top above that where people are checking things out. Beautiful. Some retired numbers, nods to Jackie. I like how you hid the bottom of the ugliest number prop in the world by pulling this extra concourse piece out. Fantastic. I love having only one deck out here. You can hit balls on this roof, I'm guessing. Love hitting balls on roofs. 330 down the line. I think it might be possible, especially in a home run derby. Crown Royal Party Deck. Okay. Got some standing tables in here. Oh, the wife's home. Dog is barking. He loves it when Mama comes home. Pooper, who's here? Who's here? Great little concession section out here. Turning the team store green with the help of the tile and the shipping containers. Outstanding. I like the little trees and bushes in the corner here. Okay, we get it. You're excited. Now shut it. Fantastic build, Dad Bod. He's got good stuff. It's been a while. I apologize, man. Normally, I'll have room for a stadium or two, and I'll check out your vault, but it's been a while since I've done that, so my apologies. Glad to see that you got some stuff. Yep, 40 minutes north of Toronto. Arch, I'm going to talk to people. I want to see a Yankees Blue Jays game this year. Will you meet me at the stadium if I go? Did you do a WestJet stadium before, Dad Bod? Or some kind of jet stadium? Because I'm pretty sure I showed one. Nice little city in the background. Calgary, I know, is it's not huge, right? And nature is a big aspect of the city. I'd like to see the Yankees or the MLB expand to Calgary. That could be fun. No, I haven't been making any lately, just getting ready for the new game. Okay, but in the past, have you ever done a WestJet in the past? Ever? Or some kind of jet? There you go, WestJet Launchpad. Okay, that's the one I showed. Is that the one where you have the dinosaur wall in left field cutting in, and then there's like the big concourse on the other side of it? I don't know. Hello, my love. Yeah, this is a fantastic stadium. This is another waboom. I love it. So the wife's home. I think this is a great stadium to wrap things up on. He closed everything off nicely on the outside. I like the left field luxury seating, taking you right up to the home run. I'm surprised you don't see that in the bigs more. A nice luxury seating section right up against the home run wall where you can get some home run balls, and then having, the standing room only on top with concessions, and then another little shot up there of luxury seating. It's fantastic. I love it. What's going on behind the fence or the scoreboard? Anything? Chuck, shut your damn mouth in there. That is the opposite of shutting your mouth. That's gorgeous. Okay. So, there it is. Part 3 of the live stream to clean out the queue. I'm going to have a dinner break, and then I'm going to hop back on and hopefully finish things up. If not, I can do it Tuesday now. Wednesday, I'm definitely going to showcase all the stadiums as fast as I possibly can so that the new judges have a video where all the stadiums are together and can take a peek at everything to judge for the contest, and then I'll have them vote as soon as possible just to get things rolling. I think we have it down to what, three levels of the competition. Sewell, does that sound about right? 3 or 4? Are you still here? But yeah, I'm gonna have a dinner break, come back on, hopefully wrap things up, and then we'll play it by ear with how we're going to show any more stadiums for the rest of the 24 version of the game's life. Keep your eyes and ears open for news on 24. If you or on 25, if something ever pops up, let me know. Jason Moore is usually really good at that. Jason 9350, I think his number is. Thank you again to those who contributed to the sticker chat thing last night. Sandman Dan, Sewell. Who was the other one? Your mom. But I really appreciate it. Really helps out the channel. Like the video if you liked it. Subscribe to the channel if you're watching and are not yet subscribed to the channel. That's also huge. I'm closing in on that 1,000 mark. I really want that 1,000 super chats. Sewell, who were the other two? Do you remember? I know Sandman Dan was one. But I can't thank you guys enough for that kind of thing. It's a huge help. If you don't want to contribute that way, you can always check out the Studio 44 store, too. I have the new Canoe shirt. The Canoe! We Have Canoe shirt is now available in the store. Of course, I have to finish the Stadium of the Year shirt to pass out to whoever wins the contest. And, of course, they'll get to pick another item themselves, too. That will be on me. Was it Fresh 1X, Doug? That sounds about right. So thanks, guys, so much for that.